Sonic 4, the movie, not that, drops in 2027, so it's still quite a way off. But we do have our very first casting update for the film, and it's a doozy. Kristen Bell has officially been cast as Amy Rose. Will she be good? What does this casting say about Paramount's mentality toward the character? What are the concerns people might have? We're breaking it all down in this quick little video today. Stay tuned. Check out new additions on the Figgies wall. We got the 4-part Stardust Speedway Sonic Mania Figgies. I was honestly wondering, do I really need another Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in my collection? But this kind of makes one big mega figgy. If you want to get yours, my link, discount code, and all the info you need are in the description below. So as anticipated, they've gone for a major A-lister for the role of Amy. I don't think we'll ever get another instance like Colleen O'Shaughnessy playing movie Tails ever again. Circumstances worked out well there, and we ended up with a perfect, biblically accurate Tails in the movies, which I love. But these movies are kind of engineered to feature big-name actors. But across the board, I'd say the track record has been really strong in these movies for the casting, at least for the characters being adapted from the games. Team Sonic, Shadow, and the Robotniks have all been perfectly cast so far. So why would Amy be any different? Why would there be any concern? Well, modern Hollywood has some bad habits when it comes to quote-unquote modernizing pre-existing female characters. If we look at Amy Rose, she's always been a quintessential girly girl. She's into astrology, baking, romance, and she's incredibly emotionally candid. Yes, she can be a hothead in the face of injustice, and is easily the most sentimental of the Sonic characters, but she's unapologetically her, faults and all.
Maybe you should go back, Cosmo. Somebody as refined as you doesn't belong out in the wild.
Sadly, many of these traits get confused for toxicity. Amy's pursuit of Sonic often being confused with stalking, or her love of a boy being her one personality trait, allegedly, when that just isn't the case. Or how her emotional intensity is maybe just a lot. Of course, cartoonish emotional intensity only seems to ever matter when it comes to Amy for some reason.
Are you crazy? What are we gonna do? Get back here!
And funny enough, according to those very hard-working, reputable leakers out there digging deep as usual, Paramount were allegedly looking for a performance akin to Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach from the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and naturally, this gets Amy fans a little shaken. Not that Anya Taylor-Joy was the problem or even miscast as Princess Peach, but the writing definitely took a different approach to the character. See, Illumination Peach is basically everything Amy shouldn't be. Illumination Peach strips away Nintendo Peach's delicate and refined demeanor in favor of making her more outwardly robust and assertive. There's a trend in Hollywood for more robust and assertive female characters in movies, and I for one am a-okay with that, but it shouldn't come at the expense of the integrity of the character you're adapting, especially if there really wasn't anything really wrong with them in the first place. Otherwise, you're just scooping out one set of dated stereotypes and replacing them with new stereotypes, or in this case, scooping out one set of character traits and personality and replacing it with, well, the new set of stereotypes. Hell, Illumination Peach is commonly referred to as Girl Boss Peach. The interesting thing is, Amy absolutely is a girl boss in every way. She's effectively an ordinary girl who can keep up with Sonic through sheer willpower. But Amy owns her own special brand of girl boss.
Keep your rotten robots away from my Sonic or you're gonna be sorry!
In the case of Peach, it can maybe be a little more easily overlooked, as Mario characters aren't anywhere near as defined as Sonic characters, but at the same time they don't change as much as Sonic characters either. But keep Amy as far from the mentalities that birthed us Illumination Peach as possible. I also do really want to reiterate my stance here, as there's a lot of bad faith conversation when it comes to commentary on how female characters are presented in movies that I don't want to be confused with. The most valuable stances on this aren't going to be the ones from a cis dude like myself, but for what it's worth, Yes, Hollywood does have a history of misrepresenting women. Yes, that should be addressed. But I just don't think characters like Amy Rose or Princess Peach were ever the problem. Their traits were never anything to be ashamed of. And I think especially in the case of Amy or any other Sonic character really, it's important to maintain the integrity of the character. But as mentioned earlier, through the other characters, we can see that the production team on these movies and the casting people clearly do appreciate the characters and what makes them special. Gone are the days of Jim Parsons being potentially eyed as Sonic, but with Hollywood expectations, I wouldn't have been surprised if they did bend a little on Amy, and I certainly won't be surprised if that still turns out to be the case. Which doesn't have to ruin the movie, I am not saying that, but it'd be a bummer. That said, let's talk about Kristen Bell. Immediately, this is promising. She's certainly not Awkwafina for a start, but Kristen Bell, while she is a big A-lister, she does have the right kind of natural speaking voice for Amy.
Well, almost.
And she can talk in that higher girly girl sort of register. Hell, I'd say Kristen Bell is probably most known for kind of bubbly girly girl roles and being a really good singer too. She's probably best known as Anna from Frozen, and immediately, yeah, I can hear it. I don't really see any way this casting choice can go wrong, as simply her normal speaking voice would fit Amy. But I also wouldn't be opposed to her putting on a higher voice, akin to Lisa Ortiz.
These bars are pretty strong.
Well, I happen to be pretty and strong too.
From a voice and performance standpoint, though, I'm absolutely at ease and confident in Amy in Sonic 4. I'm glad they didn't go for someone who speaks in a lower, maybe more tomboyish register, because that just isn't Amy. They've already honored that part of her identity with this casting choice. I saw a lot of different casting suggestions on social media. I was sold on Kimiko Glenn when I saw a Justin M animatic of her on Twitter.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Between you and me, buddy, that badge was creating an unhealthy power dynamic.
Really cool stuff. Justin is incredibly talented. Anna Kendrick came up a lot, and I'm sure she would have done well as well. I remember her in Noelle and thought, yeah, she's very Amy-coded in that.
Move aside, Knuckles!
Ariana Grande, I can see just fine. A few of my own picks were Kristen Schaal, that's Louise from Bob's Burgers.
Come on, Dad, let's boogie, baby!
And Melissa Rauch, Bernadette from The Big Bang Theory.
Gosh, Amy, I'm sensing a little hostility.
I'm nice to everyone!
A show I haven't watched in over half a decade, I reserve all judgment. We discussed potential casting decisions over on my Friday night live podcast show, Sunset City, as well as the recent new additions to the Sonic voice cast with Tangle and Whisper. Go listen to it. Views are in the toilet right now, and Dylan needs his second spaghetti meal. All in all, I'm happy, I'm confident, I'm at ease. I'm honestly surprised we got this soon after how long it took them to officially reveal Keanu Reeves as Shadow. I'm also pleasantly surprised we've begun with Amy's casting as well, rather than a laundry list of human characters. Now the remaining questions are, who's playing Metal Sonic? Is Metal Sonic gonna have a voice? Is Jim Carrey coming back? I'll keep you posted, then we'll do some speculation over the course of the year. Alright, go watch one of my other videos now. It would make me really happy. Now, where would I be without the generosity of my trusty patrons? We're going to start with a shout out for the patrons in the $10 and above tiers. We have Just Another Evil Robot Clone Seeking Revenge, Xander Wolf, Ghostly Phantom, Twilord, KB, Sad Goku, Dare Denny, Kale Bennett. If I had more space, I'd explain that. It's taken me way too long to update this. And Mr. SP, Sirius the Skeptic, and Biotin. And now, on to the patrons in the $5 and above tier. We've got Joseph Tribble, Press Play to Jason, Gideon Wells, Basic Content, Ben Raven, Reese Burns, Manalza, Goat Cannon, Silver, Josh Strider, Grant Allen, Marv Animation, Cho Henshin, RT0, Carlex, SSS06, and Vera Wild. Thank you, good folks, so much for your generosity. The video's now over. Get out.